In this video, we're going to make a really simple job board where people can fill in details about new jobs that are available, and then we're going to be able to display them on a website. So to start with, let's call this job poster. It can be the name of our organization. And you click continue. That's going to set up our organization here. I'm going to click forms because the first thing we want to do is create the form that people are going to fill in to create these new jobs. So we're going to create a new form. We're going to call it a new job form. And there we go. We've set it up. Now we want to change the security of this to be public, which means that anyone can submit this form, that they don't have to log in. And then I'm going to click field editor over here. And I'm just going to get rid of some of the details that we don't really care about. So we don't need phone number for the moment. For this example, we're going to add a field. We're going to call it a basic text field. We're going to call this the business name. And we're going to add another field. And we're going to call this the position. And we'll change the minimum answers to 1. And we'll change the business name minimum answers to 1 as well, which just means it's going to be required. Someone's going to have to provide at least an answer. And then we're going to add another field. And we'll just add a switch. And this is going to be published on the website. And we're going to go down here and we're going to click office use only, which basically means when the user submits the form, that field's not going to be there displayed to the user. It's only going to be for us on the back end. So we're going to hit save. And then we're going to click the 3 dots over here and click to view our public form link. I'll fill in some extra details. So we'll just go Gary Rogers. Gary@example.com. Oops, if I can spell properly. And we're going to do Gary's things and stuff. And this could be a creative director position. We're going to hit submit. And we'll go back to the form and we'll fill that in again. So we'll go Susan Sogrady. And we'll do Susan@example.com. It could be Susan's Sewing Co. And this could be the head manager. We're going to hit submit. And now we have a few submissions. We can go back to view the submissions of our form, and you can see them right here. So we've got a couple. We've got one from Susan Sogrady and one from Gary Rogers. And if I click those profiles, I can view and see that those profiles have been created in the CRM with the details about the forms they filled in. And on this page, we just want to see a couple of other key details. So I'm going to click these 3 dots and we're going to edit the form again. And over on the administration section, we're going to add 2 more columns. And we're just going to choose the business name. We'll give that a label of business. And we're going to choose the position. Change that to position. And we're going to add another one, which is going to be whether it's published on the website or not. So we're going to say published. And that's going to be a Boolean. And we can just leave that. A Boolean as well. And if we hit save now, then when we go and view our submissions again over here, if we just do a quick refresh, we'll now be able to see in our administration panel, we can see the business name and the position and whether or not it's published. So that's great. Now we want to actually build the website that we're going to display these on. So we're going to go back to our homepage. We're going to go to apps. And we're going to create a new interface. And we're just going to choose a blank template. We're going to call this job board. And we want a staging application and a production application. So we'll click confirm. That's going to set all of the permissions and application settings up for us with a couple of domains. And we've just got a blank slate here. So to start with, I'm going to click add block. I'm going to add a website section, which just gives me a little bit of padding. And then I'm going to add a basic div inside of that. And then I'm going to add a basic form inside that basic div. And then we're going to select the form that we just created, our new job form. And voila, there's our new job form displaying there. Now what we want to do is add the other jobs underneath it. So we might want to change this to post a new job. We'll just change the title there. You're going to click add blocks, go to dynamic list. I'm going to add right underneath it a list. And here we're going to change the content type to be our new job forms that get submitted. And we want to show 50. And you'll see that nothing displays, nothing showing up. Now the reason for that is because the permissions for this app have not been set up. So we're going to click edit and we're going to go to permissions. We're going to see that we've got this job board website visitor role that's been created for us. We're going to edit that and we need to go down here and give it the permission to be able to view those forms. So when someone visits the website, we're going to be able to load these forms in. And also we only want to show specific fields. We don't actually want to display things like the email address and stuff like that. So we're going to click view the business name and the position, and we're going to hit also published on website. We're going to hit save there, and we're going to hit save again, and we'll hit refresh here, and we'll just see if now there's 2 dots here, so we're actually loading some things. Let's just put a pre in here and see what details we've got. So we'll just see there it's loaded, and it's only loaded the ID, and that's because we haven't actually said to load those details yet. So we want to load the business name, and we want to load the position, and we want to add a filter here and say that we only want to load these jobs if they've been published on the website. So we want to say is equal to true, and you'll see that there's no jobs there now. So if we hit save, we're just going to click back here and go to our forms, view our form submissions, and we want to make at least one of these published. So we're going to edit the form, and we're going to click submitted on published on website, and I'm just going to click save there. And we're going to go back over here, go back to our app, and we should see just the Susan Sewing Co, because that's the only one that we've selected to actually display. And now we can update our template so that we can spit out something like a H1 tag and spit out the item.data.business name, I think it was. Just take a look there. Yep, Susan Sewing Co. And then we also want to spit out item.data.position, just like that, and we'll get rid of the other stuff here. Refresh what that looks like. Okay, now that could do with a little bit of padding and some of those things, so we'll just add some padding at the top, something like that. We'll hit save and we'll hit publish. And we want this to be production ready to go out to our production app. And if we view the production app over here, now we'll see that it shows us our new job, and it shows us the Susan Sewing Co job there. Now we can go ahead and make this a whole lot more complex. We can build pages with more details, but that's as simple as it is to create a page where you can post a job, and then administrator can come into the back end in here and choose which ones of these should be published on the website. We can also bulk edit these. So if we had a whole bunch come in, we could click actions over here, bulk edit these, and say now they're published on the website. Click confirm, and as that updates, so it's going in the back end and doing that. Go back to our job board over here, and now there's those 2. And of course we can obviously design this to look a whole lot nicer and put a little bit of pizzazz into the user interface and user experience. But that's the simple way of creating a really simple job board.